You'll never catch me, wizard. I cast tungsten bullseye.
Hello, guess who it is? It's Ian Gibbs, and welcome back to my ability comparison series. Happy belated Valentine's Day, everyone. I hope everyone enjoyed some quality time with their lovers, and that's all I have to say. I'm aromantic, so I don't really celebrate it. To honor pure love and cash in on the franchise y'all love seeing me cover, I'm doing an ability comparison on AUT and Sakura stands Okkotsu Yuta, the cursed child of Jujutsu Kaisen, and another example of secondary protagonists receiving immense recognition from these game devs back in the day, and my recent community poll. Honestly, I thought everyone would choose Virgil, but now we're here. Like relationships, these ability comparisons are tests of endurance. Each game's take on an ability will be assessed on every move they bust down the battlefield in both a visual and fundamental sense. Any criticisms or red flags will be accounted for, and all factors will determine whether these games score or not. Out of 10. I can see why I'm arrow. God, I'm so corny. With that out of the way, you better subscribe to my channel and watch my other videos if you want to see more content like this. That's some tough love for you. My apologies. Alright, first up. And that's AUT's Yuta. A recurring theme you'll see with these JJK specs is that the modelers will get all sweaty designing avatar overlays. Those efforts pay off in my opinion. Well, at least as far as Minecraft body types go, but it's the thought that counts. I also like how you get two separate weapons that make up Yuta's arsenal, although Rika looks a little off. I'm not sure whether it's the lack of aura effects or the fact that she looks like a wax museum figure, but her model is still nice for what it's worth. Rika's moves aren't too special either. Just animalistic brute force, like me every night, and a decently sized love beam. You got some standard magic sword attacks and some fisticuffs that hit like a truck, all of which are executed with some clean visual and audio design. They even crammed in 2 cinematics and some techniques Yuta copied in the JJK storyline. Really, Yuta's mimicry abilities are emphasized in 50% of this moveset, including an entire mimicry passive. Deal damage, gain stacks to exchange for copying an opponent's attacks. It's a cool gimmick, but it's definitely more fleshed out than it should be. Who on God's green earth is collecting these mimicry stacks like trading cards? Perfect segue into talking about Yuta's playstyle. To put it bluntly, this moveset is kind of like a lighter version of AUT's Gojo. Katana moves have great range and rushdown that make up for moderate damage scaling, while steel arm moves are quicker and more heavy hitting at closer distances. You automatically switch weapons depending on the move performed, so this will be fun. Blade Work Rush, Stuns, and Curse Speech has enough soft ragdoll duration to land either Fin Icebreaker or Curse Blast. All of these attacks promote combo potential with their fast startups, plus a good amount of M1 hit stun. Pair this with some all-rounder versatility and some hyper armor, and you got a Yuta with both combo elegance and tanky raw inputs for when sophistication fails. Sounds pretty good, right? Well, this thing is pretty meter hungry. The same moves that bypass defenses and deal true damage require at least 25%, so they're balanced, I guess. The meter problem gets more apparent with Rika. Her gigantic moves are actually separate from Yuta's move stun, and they can bypass ragdoll to provide some extra damage or an overstimulating combo finisher. On their own, however, the attacks are slow and can waste up to all of your meter when including sacrificial love. I can see the sauce with Rika, but she's very high maintenance. A perfect representation of relationships. Stop it. I probably didn't cover everything about AUT's Yuta, though can you blame me? Look at the size of this moveset. It's about 3/4 the height of my screen. As mentioned before, it manages to be a condensed version of Gojo's moveset. A plethora of unique attacks with very strong combo and pressure game that are all wrapped in visual finesse. I will say that the flashiness of this moveset resonates more than its utility, and the meter costs are still a hefty strike for balancing, but it all averages to a 9.5 out of 10. Alright, next up.
한 번만 끝.
And that's Sakura stands Yuta. I'm starting to think that I should start with this game each video, because AUT then Sakura stand is always quality whiplash. If that were the case, I likely wouldn't even notice how Yuta's katana is just multiple Roblox shapes put together, while AUT presented an original model with anime texturing. Well, at least they added Yuta's sword bag.
How quaint.
Even his katana moves seem like an afterthought. It's more or less a lot of dashing and speed, and some confusing maneuvers at that. Although the effects are still nice, and the black flash is cool for a 3 to 4 second animation. The real flair is with Rika, and this is how you make her intimidating. Sure, she looks like Play-Doh that didn't fully render, but she's very ominous with her size and black wormhole. Yo, YBA, Sakura stands tall, your berserk texturing team. Other than some pacing issues, the attacks in Rika's moveset are pretty solid in all departments, but we don't talk about Rika Slash. Yuta has a domain expansion in a rare instance of Sakura stand developers remembering manga details, which also gives access to a rather shoehorned random JJK move passive, bringing Yuta's display of mimicry here to 2. Oh boy. Also, why does it seem like this was made by a different dev team than everything else? Yuta fares better in Sakura stand's meta in my opinion. Target moves, bleeding, grab attacks, healing, the weirdest counter I've ever seen. It's a pretty decent spread. Everything also has a centralized startup speed with minimal knockback, a breeding ground for extensive combo potential because this is Sakura stand. Why shouldn't an ability lock you to a TOD combo? Unlike AUT, Rika's moves are excluded to summon similar to JoJo stands, but unlike Sakura stand, they also have some PvP street smarts. Whatever combos you can come up with using Yuta's moveset, just run some salts in with Rika Slash and Curse Bubble, but that's where the good ends. Everything afterwards is just gimmicks galore. I mean, look at this startup. You could escape from the bottom of the ocean, fight a godly demon, then get cut in half before I'd be able to land this thing. I'm honestly surprised they kept in the ability to aim the pure love beam. That's very human of them. I do like the opponent cooldown debuff in Yuta's domain, but the exclusive mimicry move is the epitome of gimmickry. Literally only one gamble for an attack ranging from Squidward pistols to a black hole. You know the legal defenses of corporatism trying to hit a Valve for being friendly to their customers? Get them to go after the Sakura stand developers. It's a better use of their time. Now, I'm obviously exaggerating for content at this point. Yuta and Sakura stand is a pretty decent ability. It practically encompasses both ends of this game's development spectrum, from the generic sword styling to the beautiful domain modeling, and from the drawn-out combo strings to the double-digit move startups. It's charming in its unorthodox work ethic, but it adds up to a 9 out of 10 around here, meaning that AUT has the definitive Okkotsu Yuta.
負けるわけにはいかない。